You're watching Catroom.
Hi.
Welcome.
Welcome to Catroom, everybody.
Episode 7.
Really? It
7.
was 7. Wow. Oh my God. It's like 7 weeks. We're almost at, right now, if you were failing in the 9 weeks, you'd be getting a failure notice about right now. So everybody, if you haven't been watching all 7 episodes, here's your failure notice.
It says, you lame,
Says-
boy. You lame, boy. Go to detention class, bruh. All right.
Detention class.
Detention class.
Oh, that's my. That's
Go
my,
to lunch class.
Bro, imagine.
That's
bro,
fine.
Lunch class is my favorite, bro. Last episode and the episode before that were both interviews.
Mm-hmm.
Nova Gang and Heartstop Miami.
Go check them out if you fuck with underground rap, underground artists.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Hey, but today,
Just us two.
It's just us two today. We're gonna do a regularly scheduled program in Catroom.
But it's a big one. It's a big butt.
That is true.
We a couple times on Instagram we'll put a little flash. A couple times on Instagram we ask you guys a couple questions and see what we want to talk about and see what questions you guys have for us. So we're gonna answer them.
Yes, we're gonna answer the questionnaire for you guys now.
And we also gonna do quick fit check cause we dripped out right now.
Oh yeah. Okay. Pre questionnaire.
Quick questionnaire right now.
Let's
Wait,
have
what you got on, boy? What you got on?
Oh, we do the fit check. The fit check. Tell me how much. Tell me what's the hat. All right, guys. This hat. I got this at Fort Wilderness. I think a while ago. This is a bear hat. All right. I have always loved critters. I love bugs and critters. So this is definitely saying that. I ran into
Type.
some Cuban ladies today outside the America's Best, and then they were like, "Esto," and I was like, "Esto," and then they were like, "Una osito." Well, they were like, "Un osito lindo." I was like, "Gracias."
Oh,
No, yeah. So they fucked
lovely
with me.
ladies.
Yeah, people fuck with, the old Cuban woman population really fucks with this hat. I don't remember how much it cost.
Shout out 40-year-old, 50-year-old Cuban woman.
And we got this heart pendant. I love this heart pendant. It's very nice. It has like a moth in the middle. It's pretty cool. We got Alaska. I heart Alaska bear shirt to match the thing. I got this from like a package from Alaska. We got some Janko jeans, and then we got the Miggs iconic,
Yo,
the Tims.
the Jinko and the Tims. All right, we got. I just bought this shirt yesterday. This is a Foxhead shirt. This is a motorcycle company, like a dirt bike company.
True.
And we got the cross, the nail cross. Praise the Lord. We got the Pharaoh, cause that shit pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Shout out Pharaohs. Shout out Pharaohs.
So we got the cowboy belt. Shout out Joey. He gave me this belt. I fought with it heavy. We got little dinosaur. One of my girlfriend's friends gave me this actually. So I put yo-yo, on it on some Andy shit. Like this my toy.
Yeah.
And then pause. And then we got a little chain right here. We got I think this brand is called Players. Yeah, Players. And this is fire ass jeans. And then we got oh my fucking god. We got Moa Lola New Balances. It's a designer.
Yes. Shout out Moa Lola, bro.
She's a goat, bro.
She's
She
a
really
goat.
did her shit with these New Balances, bro. Oh fuck. They can't see that shit, bro. She really did her shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I fuck with these shoes heavy. And I got some black socks, some black normal Nike socks on. So
Hell yeah.
and I got my dick on too. Make sure to bring that today.
Keep that shit on, bro.
Keep that shit tight.
Yeah, bro. When you forget it, that shit,
Shit crazy.
it don't really go well for you. Feel me?
All right. Well, that was our fit check.
That was the first segment of the podcast. Is our fit check.
Let's go into the questions.
We go to questionnaire. So first off, we have just like normal questions for us, and then we have like topics. So we'll dive into the topics a little later. But first, we are going to talk about some questions that we were asked. First question from Booted MF. Shout out Booted MF. Shout out. That's
Booted
my
MF.
Yeah, that's my goat. That's my goat.
Alright.
Actually, like I've known bro for like years. I gotta see you. Listen, bro. Hey, bro. Bro. You the real one, bro. We got a link. Like I miss you, bro. He said, "When is Miggs dropping an album?" That is an interesting question.
The Two Domo album.
When is the Two Domo album coming out? Now I gotta tell you guys. Recently, I have been on my designing bag, like graphic designing, my directing, my editing. I've been doing a lot of stuff for K2 and just like other ventures in general. And probably the one thing I haven't done as an artist is really done a whole lot of like dropping my own stuff recently. Now, there is sort of a project on the way, but before that, I'm definitely going to drop some singles with some videos cuz I've been doing a lot of videos recently. I'm gonna have my own music videos coming out soon, so you guys are gonna have to peep that. eventually. Yeah.
Hey, bro, we all working on shit, and I'm so excited because
Oh wait, sorry for
Uh-huh.
interrupting.
Yeah.
Speaking of videos, I did a bow 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 video for Walkstar Shoddy a few days ago.
like 5 seconds.
Yeah, and I was gonna say we'll put a little snippet of that video right here.
Well,
I hope you
Fire.
enjoy. I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to see the rest of that, it's on the K2 YouTube channel, and it's also on my Instagram at Tudomo.
and what I was trying to say was that us as K2, keep your eyes peeled because we're trying to cook as much as we can here.
Yeah.
We're really locking in this this winter, I guess, or this fall, you know. And so on to the next question we got from Mari Isa Adams, which is my beloved sister Maritza.
True.
She asked, "It's the cat room, right? So why do cats have the ability to detach themselves from humans?" And
That's an interesting question.
we know a little bit about that, you know, a little bit about the cat's nature. You know, apparently, if you die in your cat's presence, your cat will start licking you because it doesn't know what's going on. So it'll start licking you and it'll start like genuinely like eating, like licking your skin away until you're just gone and rotted, which is kind of morbid to think about, but cats be doing that. Cats are kind of, you know, they're independent creatures. Like,
yeah.
they're very loving when it comes to, oh, you're feeding me. So, you know, if I'm not with you, you know, I die. So they're loving in that sense, but, like, cats just be on their own shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, bro, my cat Tori, bro, he runs out the door with, like, any chance he could get, and then, like, bro, I gotta catch him. I'd be like, Tori, please, bro, let me get you, bro. Let's go back inside. But he does not do that shit, bro.
Yeah.
So just that's good. That's how cats be, honestly.
Yeah.
They're just
Also,
independent.
and also, she had asked, "This is the cat room, right?" Which that's an interesting, little tidbit because the reason why this podcast, I don't think we ever talked about this.
No, we've never talked about
The
it.
reason why this podcast is called the Cat Room was because before this was converted into a studio with all this equipment here, this was actually the room for Johan's cats. Johan's
the litter,
cats,
the
they
fucking
litter,
like 3 fucking
cat towers,
yeah, like everything. Bro. They
playthings,
had the water, the food,
the water like fountain, everything was in here.
So sometimes it would smell like shit in my room just because the shit in this room was like fucking stacked on piles. You know?
But this is no longer a cat room and
No.
no longer smells like shit. It's a studio now. So
But it's called the cat room.
yeah, and I remember like that shit came to me like we were in the car. We're like, what should we call the podcast?
Right,
And I was like,
it's the cat room.
cat room, and we were so that shit ended up sticking. So
That's why we named it cat room.
yeah, that's why we named it cat room.
Pretty simple, but I mean, but everyone fuck with cats, bro. That's like literally like I don't think, at least in like the media sense, like I don't think cats will ever die from the media. Like they'll never be unpopular because that's like, bro, you scroll 5 videos on anything.
Yeah, and it's a cat
There's
somewhere.
a cat. Like it's crazy.
No, but that from the dawn of like memes in general, like cats have been big. Like
Mhm.
keyboard cat, fucking ceiling cat, Nyan cat. Like that's always been a fucking thing.
And then now they have all the different singing cats, all the different fucking noises that cats make.
Oh my god, we got that fucking.
And the I go meow, I go meow.
Oh.
The fucking rip that cat, bro.
Yeah.
Sadly, bro.
Damn.
But,
Oh, Grumpy cat. R.I.P. Grumpy cat
Bro,
too.
like you know a cat I fuck with, the quack one. The. Have you seen that cat? Oh my
No.
god, it's fire. It's like the cat like doing that shit and then they go.
You have
Yeah,
to
it's
show me
just-
later.
that's just
We'll
fire.
put it. We'll put it.
Yeah,
When we
we'll put
find
all
it.
these cats.
Yeah, all
we'll
these
just
cats.
spill the. Oh my god, and the banana cat. The.
Oh,
that was low-key lame, but
my
like,
god,
it's funny.
no, but that's another cat.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
wow.
every time we talk about each one of these, you'll be seeing it on screen.
Yeah, this is like Nick and Sophie's like dream, like just seeing all the cat memes at once, because you know they
Yeah,
fuck with them.
They all fuck with that shit. So what's
But,
our
So
next question?
Next question.
Next question. We got favorite childhood game from Morals. Shout out Morals.
He was
You
on
guys-
episode
He
2.
was on episode 2 for the Asian mukbang.
That's the
We
goat.
absolutely, we adore that guy.
Adore.
I fucking love Giovanni.
Love you, Joanna.
I love Morals. Favorite childhood game. I
You
have
can go
to,
first.
Thank you. I have to say, This is definitely a hard question for me, but I think my favorite childhood game, I don't know, I couldn't tell you. I would say probably like Pokemon Stadium or Pokemon Snap. Like I used to like I don't know, I was never really into like real Pokemon games like Pokemon Red, Blue, Soul Silver,
Right.
any of that shit, but I was really into the N64 ones cuz my sister had an N64.
It's crazy. I never really got into Pokemon like early ages. Obviously, Pokemon cards, I was on that shit. But like the games, bro, I mean, I didn't really, I didn't buy them on DS, which I should have, bro. I wish I would have like gotten that shit into my childhood. But I played the, Poke MMO on the computer.
Yes.
I played that. I
yes.
played Platinum, and I was like, we played it with friends and shit, and I was like, awesome. So honestly, I wish I played those.
Yeah, dude, yeah, but like Pokemon Snap, that's the one that you take the pictures of the Pokemon
Right.
and
Oh, I played Pokemon Go. I guess.
Professor Oak like ranks Pokemon Go was fire.
Yeah.
Professor Oak like ranks the pictures you took, and Pokemon Stadium was like turn-based, like it was like essentially like a regular Pokemon game, like it's turn-based, but you get to pick your team or whatever. But what I really fucked with in Pokemon Stadium was they had like an arcade mode where you could play like hella weird, like they had a version of Overcooked, which was like
Whoa.
like
what?
licky, which is like licky tongue. It was licky tongue, just like eating
No
different
way.
fruits.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and they had
Bro,
and
Overcooked was
you know
crazy.
Drowsy, like the Pokemon that's like
Yeah,
like, yeah, or no, his name Hypno. I think that's the evolution.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a bunch of drowsies like meditating, and you're shooting like hypnotism at each other, and whoever
Damn.
falls asleep last wins.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they had a bunch of crazy ass games. I would say that those two games, definitely, just a lot of the classic N64 games were the first games I was playing. Like, I was playing, Donkey Kong 64,
Damn.
Super Mario 64, Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, Diddy Kong Racing. Oh my fucking god, I love Diddy Kong Racing.
Damn.
But yeah, those were all. Those are my favorite childhood games.
For
What
me,
about you?
I have. I mean, we all played so many games when we were kids, so like I have so many, but like the two I remember the two that like give me like the most joy when I played them was on the Xbox 360, bro. For all you Xbox 360 motherfuckers, I know y'all remember Happy Wars, bro. Happy Wars was my favorite game. I'd say it's my favorite game of all time, and I haven't played that shit since I was a kid. Just 'cause like I really fuck with the art style. I fuck with like how the game is like, and they have, what I love about games, the like, I guess the summons, like the pulls, like when you get like in those games there's like card packs, and then you get like, like weapons and shit,
Yeah,
armor.
yeah.
Bro, I love that shit, and I love classes too, and they had hella classes, bro. Like that game was fire, bro. I had so much fun playing that game.
I know Giovanni likes that game
Yo,
too.
yeah, we both love that game. We played it
Morals
together.
loves that game as well.
Me and him played together all the time, bro. We used to have this game because there's this map. There's like a desert map, and there's like a quicksand type of like whirlpool type of thing, and in the middle is like a little sandworm. And like we would play a game, like we wouldn't even play the actual game. We'd play the game where we would just go in it and we trying to escape and not like get ourselves killed.
Yeah.
We just do that shit over and over again.
That's funny.
So on Xbox 360, that was definitely one of my favorite games. Now on 3DS, my goat was Tomodachi Life. Just 'cause I don't know, I fuck with that shit. Like Tomodachi Life was so fire. Like I just remember like being on that shit 24/7. And of course Mario Kart 7 too. Mario Kart 7 was the goat.
Oh, Mario Kart.
There's this one, like my grandma or some extended family member got me like this monster truck game that was like, it was like going through fucking buildings and crashing into buildings and fucking breaking glass, and it was like so fire.
That's such a boyish game.
Yeah, and I was like, yo. And I hopped on and I was like,
Yeah.
this monster truck game is goated. So like I'd say those. You see, like obviously I could talk about fucking Black Ops 2. Like Black Ops 2 was goated. GTA obviously was goated. Fucking
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed playing all the niche games of like the Xbox 360 days. Like fucking Castle Miner Z, and we had indie survival games where you use your avatar, and it was literally like survival games. But yeah, bro, there's so many games that are so fire. Obviously Minecraft too.
Oh yeah, that's
favorite
like one I
childhood
didn't even
game.
mention. Like Minecraft, I think is a key part of like most people probably watching this
Yeah.
childhood. Like at some point, you know.
Yeah, and we play it sometimes,
Yeah, we
play it
still
here
we
and
still
then.
play Minecraft every now and then. Yeah.
So yeah, I love that question, honestly. Like I could go on and on about that shit.
Oh yeah, about some childhood games.
So next, this is not even a question. This is just a statement from Departed, Mr. DJ Departed. Yohan presidential election arc.
Let's get into that.
Yeah, let's get it, because I actually have a lot of thoughts about this. I don't, but to be honest, Fuck that shit, bro. I'm not being the president, bro. Like I feel like that's so much stress, bro. And like I don't know, bro. All these presidents, bro. They're so butt. Like
No, you gotta be the next one.
like, bro, like we all struggling, bro. We all struggling in America, bro. So it's just every president always butt. Like
Yeah.
once I see my my bank account getting better and shit like that, then I'll be like, okay, finally we getting something right. But shit, man. If I think in an alternate universe, I would probably get into politics.
Me too.
I think I would be pretty good at it, but I wouldn't prevail at it because I'm not the type of person to be like a politician, like lie and like kind of, because that's how you gotta play the name of the game, you know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like,
Lying.
you know, like how in Monopoly you gotta fuck over your friends
Yeah.
just to, you know, win the game. So it's literally like that with politics. You know, you really gotta fuck.
Bro, if I was president, I'd just be making motherfuckers build pyramids, bro. Shout out KJ. Shout out KJU, bro. That's what- Shout out KJ Yoon, bro.
We heard he fucks with American pop.
We heard he fucks with Catroom. Anyways, we gotta let's move on from politics.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk about politics
Let's do
anymore.
away. I mean, we weren't even talking about some crazy shit. We were just talking
No,
about
yeah,
like,
we didn't get too deep. So now these are topics. We had some topics.
that people wanted us to talk about.
That people want us.
What do you
want to
do first?
Let's talk about
You want to do scary personal experiences?
scary personal experiences.
Okay.
Which a scary
We have
personal
some ourselves.
we
like
do.
us two.
Yeah, us too. We do have scary personal experiences. I'm gonna give you the reins on this one.
Okay, go. Oh, you want
Yeah.
me to go?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm gonna tell my story that I've told a million times, and I wanna
Oh,
Maybe I
shit.
I wanna maybe think of a different one.
Shit. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, bruh. I don't be having many scary personal experiences.
Damn.
I be having scary dreams, scary nightmares. I'll tell a nightmare. Oh, you honestly, you could say it's a scary personal experience because you experienced the dream. You know?
No, I think they mean like in real life though.
Okay.
Because a dream.
Well, I'll say something that's kind of half dream, half real life.
Okay, tell me.
Okay, so I went to sleep one day, of course, because that's how
That's
everyone
how
does.
dreams start.
That's what everyone does. If you dreaming and you awake, that's kind of crazy. Like low key, hit me up. But okay. So this dream started with me in my grandparents' house, and at this point, I'm living in this house that I'm in right now, and I lived in my grandparents' house like 2 years before this. So I was just walking through my grandparents' house, and I was just like in there, going to my room in where my grandparents' house would be. You know, like my room in their house. I go to my room in their house, and it turns into the room that I'm living in now. And I see my bed, and I'm like, damn, I'm tired. I need to lay in it. Like some meta ass shit, bro. I'm dreaming about going to sleep. So I lay in my bed, and my bed is on the edge of the room. So like, imagine where you are right now is the rest of the room. So I'm laying and I'm looking forward, and my chair is just there. You know, this chair right here that he's sitting on has a shadow, right?
Yeah.
It's just shadowy. You know, that's how everything when it's dark is shadowy. So I open my eyes and I'm just sitting there, and I look across the chair and I see like something kind of peeking over the chair,
Oh shit.
and it's like has the ugliest fucking scariest face I've ever seen. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I try and like, I don't know if you guys do this, but when I'm awake and I'm seeing some shit and I'm like, all right, bro, I'm tripping. I just stare at it until it either turns into like, you know, the shirt that it was, or it stops being scary,
Type
and then
shit.
I go back to sleep. So that's what I was doing in the dream. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna keep staring at this until it goes away. It gets up and fucking like huge. It goes over my bed and puts its hand forward, and I hear like, you know when it's like boom, like shit like that. Like I hear that in my ears and it's ringing, and it's a fucking. I just realized I'm in sleep paralysis because I can't move, and I'm like fuck. And he's like on some force, like he's using the force to hold me still, and I'm like fuck. And I'm like, so he starts lifting me off the bed, and I guess this is a sleep paralysis demon. So I'm like fuck. And I'm pissed as fuck. I'm like, bro, how you invading my dreams like that? I'm like, fuck you, fucking bitch, get the fuck out of my dream, fucking bitch, get the fuck out. So I'm like screaming, cussing this guy out, cussing this demon out, and I'm like, chill, get the fuck out, fucking bitch. So it gets louder and louder, and I lift higher and higher, and eventually, it drops me, and I swear to everything I love, I wake up in the air crashing on the bed. Like
Like you felt it.
like I woke up like that. I swear. And I was like, "Oh, oh wow. This is crazy." I couldn't go to sleep after that. I was like, "Wow." But Loki, I beat the demon out. Like Loki, I was like, "Hey, bro, fuck out of here, bro." And he left. So I was like, Loki, fire sleep paralysis. You
Yeah.
know, I beat him. But like, damn, like that shit was crazy. Like I genuinely fell onto my bed. Like I felt the me like as if it was real. And like, I mean, I don't know, bruh. That shit's crazy to me. That's a very scary experience. And I was just like, after the fact, I was just sitting there like faced away from the open side of my room. And I was facing towards the wall, and I was just like, damn. And I was like so scared. I did not want to turn around. And eventually, I turned around and I was like, hold up, low-key, I could just put music and it'd be chill. So I started putting music, and I fell asleep. You know, music, low-key. Like if you're scared at night, bro, play some music. Close your eyes, listen to music. That shit fixes it.
yeah.
So like, that was a very scary personal experience for me, honestly. Like, it was half a dream, but like that shit felt real, you know. So it was scary as fuck to me. And I have another dream, but I'm gonna let you say your shit.
True. Sleep paralysis is some crazy shit, bro. I think I've had a version of sleep paralysis before, but it was nothing. It was nothing too crazy. Like I didn't feel like I lifted in the air or anything. Similar experience I had with a nightmare. One time I had a nightmare where I was gonna eat shit, like I was gonna like fall on my face, and I woke up and my hands went like that in the air to catch myself in real life. And I woke up with my hands in the air. I was like, bruh, that was a dream.
Nah,
But like my heart was beating super fast. Like I felt like I was about to eat fucking shit. Like
Damn.
like fall on my face.
It's crazy. So
But yeah, my scary personal experience is actually
Crazy.
grounded in reality. It actually is something that happened in real life.
I
So
thought you were just like on the bean the whole time, bro. Like you were just tripping.
no, that shit happened. So this scary personal experience happened. Me and Carlos were trying to sneak into a snow stripper show.
Oh.
That shit did not work out, bro. Like we ended up jumping this fence and like, bro, we got caught by security immediately and we got kicked out, bro. But we had been delegating whether or not we were gonna actually jump the fence or actually try to sneak in for such a long time that like it had been late as fuck already. So it was probably like, I don't know, I'm gonna say like 12 a.m. maybe 1. And we had like it was maybe 10. I forget what time it was.
It is late.
It was just late at night. So we had went back in the car, and this shit was during Art Basel, so it was in Wynwood. So it just like wasn't a good area. So bro, like we went into the car and we started trying to drive away. And I want you to think about a 4-lane road in your mind. I might put a fucking visual on the screen.
You could
Because
do it.
So think about like a 4-lane road. I'm gonna put this shit like facing you. So think about a 4-lane road, right? So me and Carlos were on the lane next to the right turning lane. Then there was a left turning lane.
Mhm.
Then there was another middle lane.
A middle lane, yeah.
And then there was a left turning lane. So it
Right.
was 4 lanes. Right turning lane, 2 middle lanes, left turning lane,
Mhm.
right? Me and Carlos were on the second to rightmost lane, but it wasn't a turning lane.
Right.
So Carlos is he wants to get on the highway, and the highway is like right in front of us. So it's a green light. He goes forward, and this fucking maniac goes from like the lane on our left and tries to turn right like over us. You get me? And it's like there's no indication of like him wanting to turn. There's no fucking anything. Like this guy just tries to turn over us, and then because of that, like we almost hit him. So Carlos slams on the brakes, and then bro, Carlos lowers the window like, bro, what the fuck is happening? So he looked outside and no one hit each other. And then this girl like in the passenger seat of the other car was like, what the fuck, you fucking bitch? And like she yells at Carlos, and it's just like, okay. So it was just very like weird. So both cars were stopped for a while, and we looked, and then I was just like, okay. This guy, since he tried to turn over us, he's like fucking in front of our car, so we can't really go forward anymore. You know what I mean? So what we did was just turn right, because this fucking asshole was turning right, and so we can only go right at this point. So we turned right, and we just kept going, and then this is like another 4-lane road, but we want to go on the left turning lane. So we're on the left turning lane, and it's sort of clogged, and then the 2 middle lanes were free because it was a green light. So me and Carlos pull up, and we're kind of in the traffic of the left turning lane, and then cars are just passing by us and shit. And I'm talking to Carlos like, he's like, damn, like, did we hit those people? And I'm like, nah, like, when you hit another person,
You
like
feel it, like,
you feel that shit. It's like boom,
Bagoom.
Yeah, it's like everybody fucking shakes in the car, and we didn't. We just slammed on the brakes. So I was like, nah, like, and we didn't end up hitting him. So we were like, all right, yeah, like that was fucking crazy. Like, what the hell was that guy doing? Carlos was more freaked out. He's like, bro, like, I almost fucking hit that guy. That's fucking crazy. Like, the guy like went in front of us and shit. So as me and Carlos are talking, like, cars are just passing by us in the lane to our right, and a car slows down right next to us, and he has so much space in front of him, but he is not going for the lane. And I look and I realize, oh, this is the person that we almost crashed into, and he looks mad as fuck. So he looks at me and he's like, yeah, gesturing me to like lower the window. And I look at him and I'm like, I like try not to look at him. He just kept like trying to signal me like lower the fucking window. And I look at him and I'm like no. He looks at me like, and I was like, and he was like, lower the fucking window. And I was like, all right, bro. So I lowered the window. He's like, I hope you know I got your fucking plates, and if you hit me, I'm gonna sue the fuck out of you. And I was like, hey, we didn't hit. No, I was like, nobody hit each other, bro. We're good. And he was like, bro. He's like, no. I didn't ask you to fucking talk. Like, if you fucking hit me, like, I swear to God, I'm gonna sue the fuck out of you. Like, I swear to God, I'll fucking call my lawyer. I got your fucking plates. It's fucking over for you if we fucking find out you hit me. I was like, all right, bro. And he was like, and then he said some other shit. Like, I don't usually like say verbatim what he said because this shit happened like in a blink of an eye. You know what I mean? But I think he even said something like, bro, like, I'm gonna get your plates. I'm gonna find out where you fucking live. It's fucking over if I fucking like. He started trying to threaten us, and I was just like, all right, bro. Carlos is like looking forward during this whole thing. He's just like, like looking forward at the road, like, bro, what the fuck is this guy saying, bro? So then I look at him and I'm like, hey, bro, like, chilly. Like I told him, I'm like, chilly, like, we're good, like, ain't nothing happened. And then he's just like kind of not taking that like he's like not chilling out, you know what I mean? So he's just kind of like, bro, like, he was like, bro, no, shut the fuck up. And I'm like, he puts his hand like sort of like under his leg, you know what I mean, like in the car. And I look at him and I'm like, I stick my hand out the window and I'm like, think about the car. This like right here is like the car window. I stick my hand in there. I'm like, chill, bro, chill. And he goes, I have my hand on my gun right now, bro. He goes, say one more fucking word and I'm gonna blow your brains out. And I look at him and I'm like, chill. And he pulls out his gun. He points it at me. He's like, say one more fucking thing. And I was like, bruh, we're good. And he's like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. And I look at him, and I'm not even talking anymore. And I'm like, and he's like, I don't like the way you're fucking moving your hands. Put your hand in the fucking car, or I'm gonna fucking blow your shit. He was like, I'm gonna shoot you in the fucking face. And I slowly put my hand in the car, and I'm like, and he's like, you're so fucking lucky there's cars behind me. You're so fucking lucky. And he just like speeds off, bro. And I essentially had a gun pointed at me, bro. I was like, damn, bro. And that guy was like, I'm not gonna lie, like his eyes were like so beady, and he had like red ass eyes. I feel like he was like on coke or something. I don't know. He was like on some sort of drug. You could tell. You know what I mean? He was not like in his right mind. But that shit was just fucking crazy. Like, people really do that shit for like, I don't know, because I think he had a girl in the passenger seat. I feel like, I don't know, maybe he was trying to impress her or something. But it was just so weird. Like, road rage is such a weird concept because it's like, bro, like, we're both humans in the car, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
It was some surreal ass shit.
It was so weird because it was like, damn, I've never encountered someone like really willing to crash out like that. You get me? And yeah, Carlos was just like speechless after that.
Yeah.
And I was just like, all right, let's just go, bro. And then right after we called Yohan to tell him what happened, and Yohan was like, bro, that's fucking crazy.
Shit was crazy.
Yeah, so, yeah, man. I went home and I was just like, jeez, bro, like, life was fucking crazy, bro. So that was my first scary experience. I was very like, I mean, during like when I got home and I sat down, is when I had the realization of like I felt the fear after. I was like, wow, like was fucking so close to being horrible, like really bad. But during the actual thing, like I wasn't too scared because it was more like adrenaline. You know what I mean? Like it was like, I was just trying to talk my way out of it. But yeah. What was your scary experience?
I mean, yeah, I was gonna talk about a dream. Sorry, guys, I don't be going through many experiences like that. I mean, I probably have some locked and loaded, but like I can't remember them right now. All I remember is my dreams, bro. I'm living in a fake out world. So I had this dream. Well, it was kind of like a nightmare, but I'd say more of a dream because I was like interested in it after the fact. I wasn't like scared, you know. So this is like kind of like a purgatory esque type of dream. Like I was in purgatory, like in this dream. So it was very weird and ominous. I started off in my car driving with my dad on the passenger seat. My dad was, you know how people are in dreams. They're kind of like they don't talk. They're like very weird in dreams. So my dad was
you
just
kind of get their essence.
yeah. You could. I just got the essence that he was there in my passenger seat with me. So I'm driving and just imagine like some normal ass like not suburban area but like you know where those places where they have McDonald's and have the fucking like gas stations and shit like that like
Yeah.
you know so like premium suburbia like a middle of America type shit. But it's nighttime, you know, and everything's like concrete. Like I don't see no trees. Like everything's like fucking concrete jungle type shit without the skyscrapers. So I'm there and I'm driving and I'm like, I needed something. I think I needed to put gas or I needed to buy something. Or no, this is what it was. I was lost. I didn't know where I was going. So I went to a gas station to ask, you know, the people inside like, "Yo, I don't know where I am. Can you help me find where I am?" So I'm in this gas station. I look around. I'm like, "Damn. White lights."
It's
you
on
know?
some rock bottom shit, like
Yeah.
SpongeBob, like the weird like area that he's in.
Yeah, it's like white lights. All the fucking shelves empty. All I see is like a pair of batteries, like a pack of batteries, and that's it. Like all the shelves are empty. The little cashier, you know how like in gas stations like it's a glass like kind of room where the
Mhm.
cashier is. It's like blocked by like metal blinds. So like very industrial, very like empty type of gas station. It's all like gray and shit like that. So I look through the blinds and I'm like, "Hello, is anyone in there?" And I see a person who's like not fully rendered, like if they're in a video game, like
Yeah.
their face is they don't have a face. You know, they have like a blue shirt, like so this fucking person was like not rendered in, like very creepy. It was like he didn't talk at all. He was just kind of like standing there, you know,
Yeah.
like a fucking NPC, like a video game character. So I'm like, okay. So I leave, and I go back in my car and I start driving, and I make it to like this windy road. Like we're not in suburbia anymore. We're kind of like in a windy road of trees and like houses. And so I'm just following this windy road, and I'm like, damn, I really don't know where I am. I'm lost as fuck. I'm with my dad, and we're just chilling. The radio's on, like very low though. And I'm looking around, and there's no person in sight. So I end up on a straightaway, and I look to my right, and I see like what looks like an abandoned hospital slash insane asylum. And I keep looking. I'm like, wow, that shit looks creepy as hell. It's like dark and shit like that. It's ominous. And as I'm getting closer to it, there's like again, my dreams always have the fucking ringing in the ears, like the, and it starts getting louder and louder, more distorted in my ear, and it starts getting fucking crazy. And my vision gets like a vignette. Vignette.
It starts getting black.
Yeah, and it starts getting like zoomed into the fucking like my eyes start zooming into the asylum, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And my dream cuts to black, and I wake up in the fucking in the like gas station area again. I'm like, what the fuck? And when my shit turned black, it felt like I had died. Like I you know like the feeling when you're falling back.
Yeah.
It had that feeling, and I was like, what the fuck? So I was scared as fuck. So I kept trying to go through this windy ass road, and every time, no matter what, the asylum would fucking kill me. So, and it was like some Truman Show shit. Like, I would be driving past it. If the radio turns off, I'm dead. If my car shuts down, I'm dead. I have to park on the side of the road to do something, I'm dead. Flat tire, I'm dead. So like, it's like I have to fucking like really try to get through this place. So like, and this happened, I'd say like it felt like 3 days long. Like it was a purgatory dream. Like I felt like I was in here for a while. I kept dying. I kept getting a little further every time, but it was like even after I passed the first fucking asylum, there's another one and another one and fucking another hospital. And I was like, what the fuck? How the fuck do I get out of this? So eventually I do make it out, and I make it to like a more tight-knit neighborhood, kind of like your neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just houses, just small one-floor houses, and it's very tight-knit, you know. No more windy roads anymore. And this this is where the dream or like the purgatory gets even harder. Like it's even more strict. You know, like if I slow down even a little bit, if there's a car in front of me parked and I move around it, I die. Every time I fucking die. And eventually I make it, and it also feels like there's something chasing me the entire time, so it's like you literally can't stop for nothing. And you have to have the radio on. It's on some fucking FNAF shit. Like I have to check everything's ready, you know?
Yeah.
It's on some FNAF shit. Like I think there's even a point where like my daddy got out of the car and I had to go get him again, and then I died as well. Like I couldn't do anything. So eventually I made it, and it was like the last stretch of this like dream was a straightaway, and then it was like I knew I had to turn right, and there was a house there with steps going up to it. Like a normal looking house. And every time I would get up to that house, it was glowing red. And it was like I remember like, you know, just dying over and over again as soon as I get to the house. And finally I make it, and the door opens, and it's like you can hear like, you know, how a faint party sounds like, you know, like talking and shit.
Yeah.
It was like a safe house. It was like everyone was going through this. And people who were in there had made it. So it was like the door opened, and it was like very misty, and like it was glowing red. And like the whole house, like the windows, if you looked at them, they were glowing red. So eventually I walked in, and it was like and I got in, and I beat the dream. I beat
Wow.
purgatory.
Holy shit.
And I woke up and I was like, wow. 'Cause there's actually roads in Miami like that, in Kendall, that look exactly like that. You've seen them.
Yeah.
Can't talk about that. But yeah, so literally that's how it felt. It was crazy. And it was weird 'cause there was no like imminent threat, but I knew every time I got to the sane asylum, I would die. So it was weird. There was no entity killing me. It was just the vibe of the fucking dream killing me. It was crazy.
Our next topic that we were given by a viewer is thoughts on deja vu, which this is an interesting topic.
Wow.
I think about deja vu a lot, specifically when I get deja vu.
I have like different types of deja vu too. It's
yeah.
like kind of weird.
Sometimes I get it when I hear songs, like while I'm in the car with a specific person, and I'm like, I feel like I've been through this. Or like certain conversations I'll be like, I've been through this.
Man, I
But-
had deja vu like in class the other day.
Oh yeah.
Like when my first day of class, and it was like I sort of got like 2-3 minutes long, and I was just like I kept trying to look to see like when the teacher would say something different that wasn't in my deja vu, and I was like, what the fuck? And then like the teacher was talking about like math, and I was like, oh, I'm back. It was like crazy, like, you know, when you're like, okay, when is something different gonna happen than when I remember, you know?
Yeah.
Bruh, deja vu is so weird.
It is. I don't know. It's such a like unexplainable feeling. I feel like I got deja vu once when I was really little.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I like had this dream once about this house. There was this house like a few blocks from my neighborhood. I used to live on like 2nd Street when I was little,
Mm-hmm.
and like 70th Avenue. I used to live over there.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, I used to like like when I was in the car with my parents, always in the back seat and shit. Like there was this one house that we'd pass by sometimes going, but like we had, I don't know, like we didn't pass by it before though. Like it was weird. Like, but I had this dream at this like rickety house, like this old ass like dark purple like cabin looking thing, and it was like on top of a hill. And I remember like it was such a like comforting dream. Like I loved that house so much in the dream, and I don't know, it just felt like on some nostalgic shit. Like when I was little, it felt nostalgic.
You know what's crazy? Houses actually represent something in dreams.
What does it recommend?
Represent your state of being.
So, bro, like there was this like house that was like on top of a hill, and I remember like we had passed by it once. This is the first time I ever got deja vu, but we had passed by it like when I was little, and I looked outside and I saw it, and like it was like an unforgettable feeling. It was like I was driving past my house. Like it was like, oh my god, like I know that house, and it was like so weird.
And it was from the dream?
It was from a dream.
Wow.
And I was just like, what the fuck, bro? And I told my mom about it, and she's just like, oh, that's like, you got like deja vu? And I was like, what the hell is that? And she like told me what it was, and I was like, yeah, I think that's the feeling
Wow,
I
yeah.
got, yeah. And then she was like, yeah, that happens when, she was like, she told me something about a past life. Like, that's what happens when you were there in your past life. Like, that's pretty crazy. And I was just like, wow, like, it was just crazy to think about. Like, my mom explained it to me. I was like, wow, like.
I used to think that deja vu was like I used to believe, 'cause you know how like apparently when you're, it's like when you're dying, you have like 7 seconds or 7 minutes of brain activity left,
Yeah.
and apparently, in those 7 minutes or
Your whole
seven,
life flashes before
your whole
eyes.
life flashes before your eyes. So like I used to believe that like every like when your life flashed before your eyes, you would literally relive your whole life, and it would kind of be like an endless cycle. Like when you die, like so it just keeps like cycling over. You keep remembering your past life and you keep living through it until forever. I used to believe that, and what's it called? So like how I would think of deja vu is that it's literally just you just re-remembering parts of your life, and you're just like, you're living through it again, and you realize that you're living through it again. That's what I used to believe, and yeah, that shit's crazy. I have another like kind of it's like similar to deja vu. Um, it's like this one experience I have, but I have it sometimes like just randomly, and it's like it'll be like the one experience I have, I was in 8th grade, and I was just like walking behind a couple of my friends that were in school, and I was just looking at them. I was like, damn. Like at that exact moment, I felt the feeling that this was fate. Like what was happening in my life, like was bound to happen no matter what, and like I was just, I just had just realized that, and I was like, wow. I'm so familiar. I feel so familiar with what I'm viewing right now because it's like fate. It's like everything that's happening is meant to happen. And low key, like me thinking about it right now, like looking at you and looking around, it's like, wow. Like it's not like, oh, it's meant to be. It's like it already is. Like
Yeah.
all time for infinity has been recorded, and it's like we're living through it right now, but it was already like supposed to be like that. And like sometimes I get that feeling, and it's like really crazy. Cause like I don't know, it's just weird, you know. And it gives me like such a weird sense of like, wow, like I don't know, like just reality is so troubling. Like it's so like so many questions.
Yeah, I get that way too. I mean, even right now, I'm having like a brain blast of like just shit like I don't really want to talk about, but
It's crazy.
it just like things like feel, but like I don't know, things really do feel meant to be too, and it's like sometimes like you stray away from like what you really think is like it, and it's like you get like so lost. You're just like, bro, like I thought that was gonna be it, but sometimes you just gotta wait, like you know.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, life's just
It was like as if like my older self was like at that moment in 8th grade, like my older self was tapping into my nerves. So like, damn, bro, this shit happened. Like this shit was like set in stone. Like it felt like my whole life is set in stone.
it was like a memory you were remembering.
Yeah, like on some deja vu shit, but a little different. It was.
No, on some like, oh yeah, I remember that happened.
Mhm. It's crazy.
Like playing back a story.
Yeah.
Yeah.